and she pooped herself. And I was like, we've got to talk about something. I'm here to talk to you today about the realities of giving birth. I am currently pregnant with baby number 3, so this is not my first rodeo, but I feel like with each child, it's good to mentally prepare for the adventure that is giving birth. My intent with this video is not to scare you, not to gross you out. It's just to talk about the things that I feel like not a whole lot of people talk about when it comes to giving birth. Now, I'm only gonna be speaking from the perspective of vaginal delivery because I have never had a C-section, so I don't know what that experience is like, but from my experience in vaginal delivery, this is how it goes. The biggest thing no one tells you is that it doesn't go according to plan, you guys. Ever, ever, ever. It literally never goes according to plan. I had a birth plan with my first 2 children, and you know what? Being my 3rd time around, I'm not wasting my time with a birth plan because literally nothing happened as I envisioned it. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. I was totally one of those people that was like, I'm gonna do it without the epidural. That epidural saved me in both of my labor and deliveries, okay? So let me just tell you, you can have a plan if it makes you feel better. To have a plan, to write it down, to know kind of what you envision, cool, do it. Just know who's really in charge of this labor and delivery, and it's not you, it's your baby. In my house, we talk about poop a lot, so it is not an uncomfortable subject. It is not a taboo subject, it is just something simply that we do. What color is your poop? Did you go poop? How often are you pooping? Is your poop really stinky? We just talk about it all the time. So now, I feel comfortable enough in sharing poop with you. And what I would like to say about poop, it very well may happen while you're pushing your baby out. It didn't happen with my first, it did happen with my second, and oddly enough, I did not find out that I had pooped myself during labor until I heard my wonderful husband telling the story of my labor and delivery to a family friend, and she pooped herself. And I was like, they did what? It happens, it's not a big deal. Usually you don't even realize it's happened until after the fact. Hopefully it's not your partner telling family and friends of the glorious moment that you defecated on yourself while you were bringing new life into the world, but it does happen, it's normal, not a big deal. Speaking of poop, I feel like it is my job as a woman and as a mom to tell you that that first poop after you've given birth is a thing of nightmares. I'm getting goosebumps even thinking about it. Seriously, I have goosebumps. It's horrible. It's traumatizing. And for me, it was almost more painful than pushing humans out of my body. Think about all your body has been through when you give birth, right? There's a lot of pressure down there. Sometimes there's tearing. I had tears with both of my girls, and I mentally was not prepared for anything else to exit my body after I had already pushed 6 and 7 pound babies out. So when my body was like, hey girl, we need to go poop, I was like, no. No, we don't. And I remember with my first child, I didn't have stool softeners. I don't know why, but nobody told me to take stool softeners after I had a baby. And let me tell you, it makes a world of difference. So I'm sitting there on the porcelain throne, ready to go poop, knowing I had to go poop, and I couldn't do it because I was so scared. I remember sitting there yelling to my husband all the way from upstairs that he was gonna have to rush me back to the hospital because I was pretty sure I was about to tear all of my stitches. It was gonna be a horror movie. It wasn't a bloodbath. Nobody got hurt. No stitches tore. It was fine. I did cry a little bit, but you know, I survived. There are some things that you can definitely do though that will help mitigate the pain of that first poop. Witch hazel is an amazing thing, and it might be your best friend after you go poop. Peri bottles, Google it. I'm just gonna say it. Ice packs in your underwear. Most importantly, talk to your provider about what you can do to make things a little bit more comfortable down there when the bowels are ready to get to rolling after you've had a baby. Did you know you get a massage right after you've had a baby? It's true, but it's not relaxing. It's painful. You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate your medical team, but there's a reason for it. It's called a fundal massage. It hurts, but it's necessary, and it's something that they do right after you've had a baby, right after you deliver your placenta, and it's to prevent postpartum hemorrhage. Now you can judge me for this truth that I'm about to spit at you, but it's honest to God truth, and it was my reality, and I'm just gonna prepare you for it. Your baby might look like an alien when it comes out, but you know what? You're so flooded with emotion and happiness and excitement and amazement at this thing that you've just done that you often don't even realize how creepy they look until that creepy phase has passed, and then they start looking like that precious, sweet little newborn that you're gonna bring home and snuggle on for the rest of their life. Every ache, every pain, every poop that comes out while you're trying to get the baby out, every contraction, every push on your belly after the baby comes out, everything is worth it. Try to remember that when you're in the midst of it. Maybe your water's breaking on a doctor, maybe you are having the worst contraction of your life, maybe you are pooping yourself, maybe your epidural didn't take, maybe your husband is eating a burrito in the corner of the room while you're trying to bring life into the world. Whatever is happening during your labor and delivery, just know that it is a finite discomfort. You will get through it, and it will be amazing once you do. You're a mom boss. You got this. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself until it's time to push the baby out again, and I will see you guys next time.